Alright guys, huge day today. The owner of Nomad Tackle, Damon Olsen's actually coming up, and we're going to fish a brand new lure that's never been used before. You guys have never seen it. Damon actually designed the lure, so it's huge pressure for me, you know, taking probably the greatest charter fisherman in Australia, someone that did nomad sports fishing for many years. I have to take him fishing today. So I know Damon really well. I've known him for quite a while. Honestly, you can only imagine how many fish he's caught in his time, and he still yells and gets excited about fish, which is so cool. We're going to do a lot of running around today because you want multiple species. You want nannies, hopefully a red, God, imagine that, on a new lure, China's, just the whole show. So next time I see you, we'll probably be on the way out there.
Oh yeah, oh, good bending. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yep. That's the one as well. That was the fast jig and then stop. All that.
Oh yeah, that's what you want to see.
Come on.
Oh wow.
Come on, Brooklyn. Good fish, Damon. Not bad.
Wow, this thing's a giant.
Ooh.
I just did the slow walk the dog up, Brooks.
First nanny.
Getting sizzled here, bro. Look at this thing. I'm really, you know, when you've caught like 100 and then you hook a real big one on a new lure and you know that someone's filming and you're like, come on. Big pressure here for me.
Come on, Matt.
Oh yeah, he's a good one. He's a real good one. This might be I don't know. It's hard to call.
Largemouth nanagar.
I really hope it is, man, because it'll be big, but I feel like it's a big valley because I was halfway up.
So was Damon though.
Yeah, they're up. Yeah, I watched you like do some winds up and then
As soon as you stopped.
Deal and then just stopped and held it there and boom.
Come on, give us some colour.
Hey, Matt. Coming on the ball here too.
Yeah, totally.
Right, the boy again.
Right, Nanny.
Got off and you got another one.
Yeah.
Just waiting to see. Colory. Where is he?
How much line did I have?
You're out there. Got.
I don't know, man. That feels valley now,
Yeah.
definitely. If it's fighting. Yeah, big valley.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
alright, we'll take him.
Take him. Righty.
We'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Vegan. Yep. Last.
They actually look amazing, hey,
They're
on
cool
camera.
fish. Got both there.
Yeah, cool. Righto, first drop here.
There
Not
it is.
too bad. Hooked up pretty, like I think it was a solid nanny, and it was a bit higher, and Damon actually hooked that nanny a bit higher, which is interesting. So, look, next drop, we're gonna bring him up, little walk the dog of the squid, and just little hops, little natural squiddy hops, and please don't get me here. This guy's going that way.
He's going that way.
Oh,
Beauty. He's going in the
This guy's going the other way.
yeah, he's going. He could be nanny tacos tonight for the boys. We're just moving from spot to spot. So, oh, Damon.
Damon's on. Got him on the drop. I think I've been
As we're
deep.
moving from spot to spot, we're going to find out kind of what's hanging on each spot. I'm calling this for a small valley.
Well, this has got something to it. Good fish. Yeah.
Nanny.
It's ready.
Good nanny.
It's ready. You're on fire, mate. Jeez, I'll take that. Here it is.
Oh, you're not going to believe what's in his mouth.
Squid. A squid. Oh, serious, it is too. Check that out. Give them what they're eating, eh?
Everyone says the old match the hatch, hey?
Yep.
Talking about matching the hatch, there it is. Pretty rare that it all comes together like this. We're out here filming the squidtrex. Damon's just got a real solid nanny. That thing's pushing probably close to 75, 80 centimeters.
He's a nice one.
And this is what's come out of his mouth.
He's just down there
So
munching
actually,
on squid.
there's a heap of like green fuzz in amongst this fish, which we can show you. That green fuzz just must be these little squiddies down there. Yeah, look, he's just gone for the bigger brother. All right, we're gonna jump up the front here with Damon. It must be a pretty cool feeling designing a vibe and then coming out here and actually putting it to work. This is an absolute cracker nanny.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
And look, to be able to drop your own vibe down there and catch these fish, it's
pretty satisfying. Well, yeah, I mean, it came from thinking about obviously the vertrexes and thinking, hey, it'd be cool if we could make a squid vibe. Everything eats squid, and we're out here and you're pulling squid out the mouth of this guy.
Yeah,
it's,
definitely.
Very satisfying.
Not
Very,
bad.
very satisfying.
I'll try and show you what this school looks like, because that's proper lit. 62 meters.
Leaving it down there a little bit.
It's a stack, hey? It's 10 meters.
Come on, colour. Smoked him. Possible head. Nah, we got him. He's not big, but that's number one for Brooks today. First nanny on the squidtrex for me. Just as I'm pulling this guy out of the water, old mate's on number 4 now. He's on fire. And just as we were talking about the dead stick technique, Damon's just had it sitting there. It's got some horsepower. I reckon.
Is that a big one?
This is a big one. Oh no, don't do that shark shake. Get him up, mate. Tasty little one, this one. Get out of your way, Nico.
Look, we've got a bit going on here, guys.
Oh, it's a bit on. Double bending. Oh. We might get a little triple hold up here. Oh.
I'm gonna give mine a bit of a tweak up.
Bit of heave ho.
Bit of a tweak here.
Matt's bending. Damon's bending. Oh, Matt, not bad. Get him up here.
Not bad. So
No.
what's happened is the tide's changed. We couldn't find the fish for a minute. They've gone onto the pressure side, fully banked up, called it. Boys dropped down, and hey,
Bending. Instant bending.
I'm gonna try this whole dead stick thing. So we need the boat moving.
Oh. It's it.
You're kidding.
Good one.
Oh, he hasn't run, but he's not bad.
I'll try this whole dead sticking thing. Boom.
It felt weird, and I was like, that's obviously just him eating it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to enjoy it, and then I just know that there's big sharkies down there going, I'll take him too.
One more. Oh, yep, there you go.
All right, Damon's been absolutely slaying him on the dead stick, so I thought I'd give it a try. And look, I fished this spot a lot, and never caught a red here before, so these fish are known as obviously the smartest ones. You know, for us to catch them, it is literally like maybe 20 nannies to 1 red. So to come here and to drop a squidtrex, to get a red here, says a bit, you know, to me. Really good sign. So look, we're getting it done, boys. Big pressure off for Matt.
Yeah,
Good feeling, you know. Everyone's talking about lures and catching fish, and no one's talking about the poor dude coming out here going, I hope it happens. Like, if there's a real squid to be had, that's him. Check yourself.
No, they definitely work, huh?
Yeah. Highly effective, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
Got him. The old dead stick again.
There's a big meg in there too. Oh, see my rod just vibrating. We're gonna try this quick
You're doing a good job.
pump and wind to rip these things up. You can keep their head up sometimes, you can just keep them coming.
Calling for him.
Another spango.
Oh,
Oh,
big spango.
got some goat on these things. Ding.
Come on, rod holder.
There it is. Yeah. Oh. Oh no.
Oh man, that was. Oh, hold on, hold
Hang
on.
on, he's
Ready
back.
to go?
Oh.
No way.
How good. Drop it back down.
Oh, jeez.
Just gonna hang here and hope for the double hold up.
This
I've got faith in you.
Perfect timing for the rod holder to go off here.
Come on, baby.
All
Come
clear
on,
the
you
screen,
got it.
mate.
I don't think this is a spango either.
Hope not. Caught a couple of them now. You might have something nice and red.
How was it? Give it back to him, and the spool just went.
So good. That first one just ate it as you were like passing the rod around.
Yeah.
Oh, is that red? I think that's red.
Stop it. It is.
Not sure what flavour of red.
No, it's good red.
Good red.
Very
Get a
good
red emperor.
Oh, there he is.
You got that?
Well done. Got him.
Oh, Matt.
Jeez. Look at that.
The boys.
Wow.
I need to get out of me.
How good.
You're kidding.
Well done.
Oh,
That is
stop
awesome.
it.
I'll just pick up the scraps on these spangos, just tease them up for you, eh?
Two little marks on it with a bit of fern around, and basically the last mark was so full of sharks we've left it and we've come to fish this tiny little rock with a tiny bit of fern. Not much happening, but that's where you get these good fish and you kind of get away from the sharks. So
Yeah.
look, for a day to come out and test a lure and the quality of fish we caught today's, it's a 10 out of 10 day if you ask me.
Pretty good, hasn't it? It's been great.
Amazing.
Yeah, well, you called it there, that last spot. That was awesome. It's just like, let's give that a shot. We were
Yeah.
hoping they were going to like orange, so that was,
That was our call?
yeah.
I think orange works.
Seemed to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, I'll use it again.
Yeah, definitely.
Got him, Brooks. Brooksy.
On, boys.
Oh,
Come on.
that looks good, man.
Yeah, it is good, man.
Just got bocked again, man. Oh, it's getting bocked. I'm bocked.
Spangly.
You got me?
You got me.
Get sometimes if you pick a braid.
Sorry, I was trying to be quiet back here. I was totally trying to just be silent and like hold it in the water. Yeah. Just trying to do my own thing back here and
Fish?
how it feels.
Want to go back around?
All good.
Out of here, mate. Alright guys, if you've actually gotten to this stage of the clip, love your work. Must have done like a half decent edit or something to get you through this far. But look, as a first impression of the squidtrex, I think he's nailed it. Hey, in my opinion, there's only a certain couple of things that are very important when it comes to deep water vibing and jigging, and one of them is being able to get the actual jig or vibe down there. You know, that's the biggest thing. When we're 100 k's offshore and you find a mark, you find a rock, and you're dropping on it, there is a very, very slim chance that someone's ever fished that before. So basically, the first kind of time you drop, and a lot of you guys will realize this, so when you get to a mark and you drop down, it's always the first guy to hit the bottom who's basically going to hook up. So to me, number one thing is getting down there. And to make a vibe, you know, the Vertrix was incredible, but to make a squidtrex now that is a little bit more streamlined, and just the initial sink rate being a bit faster, same weights being a 130 and a 150, but the sink rate itself is actually faster, to me is huge. That's nearly number one, because if you guys have ever looked at color schemes of colors sinking down to depths of 50 plus meters, it's extremely interesting. I think you should look it up. Like I know there's a video getting around where a diver drops down with a bar of colors and he drops down to 50 meters, and very, very cool to watch all the colors change. So with saying that, UV doesn't change and UV still does its thing, and throughout the day we were running these lures, and obviously you've got this white guy here, he's got a lot of UV impregnated in him, so I can't wait to get out and do some nighttime vibing with this guy. But you know, we were using this fella here, and I'm not even sure of the color names, but I'm gonna call him red squid. You know, it looked like there was these tiny little raindrops, or little, like, it was like the coating seemed to be delaminating, and myself and Brooksy asked Damon about it, like if it was an issue. And I mean, this is the thought process that goes into the stuff with him, is it's so into detail, as he's actually impregnated little UV dots into the first layer of that squidtrex. So, you know, there's so much quality and detail that have gone into these things. They're made with the TPE plastics. They're extremely, extremely stretchy. And, you know, you're not going to get that fish that grabs the tentacles and you're going to hit and it's going to rip off. Like, these things are so goddamn stretchy. Which is another benefit, because you would have seen multiple times in that video where fish come and grab the squid, and because it's got that soft texture to it, as the squid comes out the mouth, they're not feeling that hard lead, they're not feeling that artificial Lewis like kind of texture, and leaving it alone, they all came back. Every single fish that bit once came back for a second go, which is really cool. So I think it's you know, when we're out there, I think for myself, I take it a bit for granted, you guys watching the videos and just understanding what's going on. And a lot of you guys are maybe watching it for the first time and not even realizing what size do you run, what color do you run. There's a lot into it, and basically it's a simple rule of thumb, and you just double your depth to your weight. So if I was using, if I'm fishing 60 meters of water, I want to use a 120. So he's got a 130 and a 150, which is amazing, because in that 60 meters of water, if I have a building tide, so building to a full moon or a new moon, and my tide's pushing a little bit further or faster than normal,
I'm going to use a 150. But if I have a neap tide in 60 meters of water and the current's a little less, I'm going to pick up a 130. The other cool thing is, so you know, as a rule of thumb, 40 meters and above, you're going to run your 130 and your 150. And something I've learned a lot in jigging and vibing, it's something I think you guys should definitely test out next time, is if you've ever watched a spearfishing or a diving clip, one of the first things they do is they get to the bottom and they stay still and they scratch the bottom or they puff the dust up. And every single main kind of predatory fish in that area is super, like, they're intrigued to what's going on, and that's all you need. You just need that fish to be curious and come in and look at what's happening. So something you'll see me do quite often is I'll basically allow my spool to free spool as fast as possible, and it'll hit the bottom. And as the lure hits the bottom, it creates that puff of dust. That's very, very important to bring the fish in. Just that bit of commotion, bit of noise, and I'll even lift the rod tip and make sure the lure hits the bottom over and over again. And then something that was really cool on the day, which I've never really seen before, is Damon gave it like a fast jig and then paused it. And the old dead stick bite, like we were talking about the dead stick bite, we never just left the lures there. There was always a bit of a technique to it, and then you leave the lure there. But you know, even me holding this, you'll see the movement in it. Whereas you put 50 or 60 meters of line out and a meter of swell, this thing's naturally just going to do its thing. And you know, we've all seen squid, they don't just go mad. That, you know, you be the squid in your head. It actually doesn't do much at all. So the fleeing squid with a pause action, by far the best technique for the day. But then you've got all the vibration and everything else that goes with it. So when you're fishing your slightly shallower water, and this is something I'm struggling with at the moment, is I can't get a finger mark, and I know I'm seeing them on the sounder, but I just can't actually get them to eat. So this is the cool thing where he's brought in a 95 and a 110. So you know, anything under that 40 meters of water, this is going to be your perfect little kind of step down. And I think your 110 is going to be a really good all-rounder, but the idea of getting down a little 95, I mean, you get that down there, I just cannot see a fish denying that. I mean, a perfect size little, it's like if you were semi-full and someone gives you a burger, you say no. But if someone gives you like a perfect little cube of chocolate, you're eating it. I mean, I'm eating it, that's for sure. So something else that's gone into these things, and you know, you would have seen us change all our assist hooks to BKKs, whether they be Sea Rangers or SF8070s. These come pre-rigged with, they're very, very similar to a Sea Ranger. They are a BKK hook, best hooks in the world. Very similar to a Sea Ranger. You're never ever going to have a drama with that hook. So run it as hard as you possibly can. The cool thing is that even goes down to the 95, same style, same quality hook. You know, worst case scenario, you're dropping down, you hook something giant on the little 95, because elephants do eat peanuts. You've got no issues with the terminals. You're never going to have a drama with that, which is amazing. So as a overall review of squidtrex, you will see me using this lure a lot more in the future, being able to sink a bit quicker, get down to the depths which I need it to, and at speed and current. So I think the Vertrex for me is going to be sitting out for a little while, and I really want to test the capabilities of the squidtrex, especially in that deeper water where you get a lot more movement out of these guys. To me, it's a little bit more realistic in that style of fishing. You know, when you guys walk into a store, don't be too worried about color. To me, honestly, color comes down to confidence. If you're confident in using a color, you're more confident in your technique, you're more confident in everything you're doing with that lure, so you're probably going to catch more fish regardless. Don't let color worry you guys too much. Just basically work on your confidence and what you're confident in using, because that's what's going to work the best. And for you guys learning to do it for the first time, give them a run, because ideally you don't have to put too much technique into it. You know, get it to the bottom, give it a couple lips, couple of hops, and the fish will grab it. You know, if you miss him the first time, it's fine. Got TPE, super soft plastic, he's gonna bite it, it's gonna let go. And even if you do hit, the squid will move away and he's gonna grab it again. So, look, anything 40 meters and deeper, go for your 130 or 150. Anything 40 meters and shallower, you wanna go for your kind of 110 and 95. And I think that should get it pretty covered. But hey, look, honestly, I'll be jumping in the comments section. If there's anything you want to know about these guys, let me know, or just hit me up and I'll try and answer all the questions to them. But I think he's killed it, hey, really have.